Let me tell you why I'm such a fan of the high deductible health plan. This is financial planner Sean Mullaney. Let's discuss. So, high deductible health plans, HDHPs. Folks like them because of the ancillary benefit, which is the health savings account, the HSA. Everybody loves the HSA, right? Tax-free growth. We take it out in our retirement years. We reimburse old medical expenses tax-free or pay current medical expenses tax-free. Great. But people say, oh no, those high deductible health plans, they're not so good. That's crappy medical insurance. Well, let's step back for a second. First of all, we have to think about, well, why do we have medical insurance? And people get this confused. We do not have medical insurance so that you can see a doctor. That is not why we have medical insurance, but it's become that in the American psyche. We have medical insurance so you don't face financial ruin. That's the only reason we should have medical insurance. It's a financial product, right? That doesn't make it good. It doesn't make it bad. It makes it, for most people, advantageous, right? Because we don't want to face financial ruin. So let's step back and we say, well, okay, there are different medical insurances and they have different premiums, right? And they have different deductibles. And we have to think about the combination of those as, all right, what are we willing to bear in terms of financial risk? And for many younger Americans, but even middle-aged or even in their late 50s, early 60s Americans who are relatively healthy, having a high deductible through an HDHP is not necessarily a bad thing. Look, if things go way south, you get the special surgery, the emergency room care, whatever it might be, and guess what? You have that high deductible in place. You'll have to pay the high deductible, but it's not financially ruinous, right? You pay the high deductible and then the HDHP picks up the rest. Now, with any level of medical insurance, right? $0 deductible, $1 million deductible, there can always be issues about whether an insurance provider will cover it as a necessary medical expense. But that's a separate issue. That's not an HDHP issue. That's an issue between you and the insurance company, regardless of the level of coverage. Okay. And I think for many Americans, what they should shoot for is, what can I do to proactively reduce my medical expenses regardless of my insurance coverage? Can I eat better? Can I get some more sunlight and movement, vitamin D? Can I avoid seed oils? Can I avoid sugar, right? These sorts of things can help us reduce our medical expenses regardless of our coverage, and they make an HDHP that much more palatable, right? So I think we need to move away from this notion of medical insurance tells me which doctor I can go to, and much more towards, I'm looking to avoid financial ruin based on my medical situation. What should I be using? Does that make an HDHP the right answer for everyone out there? No. There are many Americans, sadly, that have very chronic diseases, and in most of those cases, an HDHP is not going to be the greatest option. But for many Americans who are at least somewhat relatively healthy and are moderate to low users of medical care, the idea behind medical insurance is, look, I just don't want a financial ruin if I'm in a car accident, heart attack, cancer, those sorts of things. So let me get some sort of medical insurance in place, and maybe I should pay a lower premium for an HDHP just to make sure, hey, the first dollar is going to be a lower cost. The premium is a known expense. Why not reduce that? And then have that protection from financial ruin, not coverage, right? Yeah, I'm going to pay. I will write a check. It's going to be for the high deductible, which is a significant check. But at least I avoid the financial ruin. And, oh, by the way, I get this nice tax break from the HSA. So I tend to like HDHPs, again, acknowledging that there are plenty of Americans it's not appropriate for, but for many Americans, the HDHP is a great insurance plan. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please mash that like button and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next time.